Hello there. Good morning. Good afternoon. Good evening. Good day to you. And Happy New Year. Welcome to 2025. My name is Candace. I am your neighborhood scholar here to deliver more valuable information that I feel is beneficial to you and yours. I won't be here too long because I don't have to be. It's the New Year's, the holidays. I don't, feel like doing too much. It's a beautiful day outside. It's not raining, so I said, well, today might be a day for me to say a few words to the people. Um, 2025 is a brand new year. Um, I'm always in anticipation of great things. However, after you've been through things, you just kind of, peek through the blinds. Or you don't want to just open up the old window. You just gotta peek through the blinds, look through the crack a little bit. You gotta see. You gotta put your hand outside and see what it feel like first. That's how a lot of black mamas can tell you. How it feel outside. What's the weather? A lot of times they don't check the weather. They just put their hand outside. They open the door. You're gonna need a coat. You need an undercoat unless you put some socks on. It's you know mostly intuition. It's all about the feelings, right? I'm having me a little snack at the moment. So the title of the video is "Prepare for the Great Crash Out." Baby, let me tell you, it is about to be a lot of glitching going on, baby. It is about to be a lot of glitching going on. And you're like, glitching, like people malfunctioning, people not being able to deal. As we continue to move on through this process, there's this lady, I don't know who the lady is. I need to find her. But I remember years ago, I don't follow her, but I see clips and videos of her over the years, just talking about how life and time is going to continue to change, and how there's going to be a natural selection process, like Earth, nature, time, like the things that you can't manipulate, um, life, all the things that were of natural creation by God, that they can't really be, man tries to play with certain things, but um, we've seen how far that's gotten us when we try to think we the HBIC. Um, Nevertheless, she talked about there was going to be a natural selection process, that people were just going to start dying off. And I believe that the first wave of that was COVID. See, a lot of these people don't understand that life is not playing with you no more. Like I think these people that have sat in positions of power for so long, and had generations and generations and families and families and families that have been empowered, had money and had wealth and had access, and been able to get away with things and never be able to never to be held accountable for their behavior, their actions. It's up now. The days of of just skating through life, it's just not gonna work no more. People gonna start dying faster. People gonna start dying younger. Things are gonna get exposed faster. Like you could lie today and be exposed tomorrow. Like if you notice as time over the last 5 years have we seen just more and more people, just more and more corruption, because it's not going to fly. Like the earth can't take any more negativity. It ain't just about us as a people, it's about the earth itself, the vibration of the earth. We have descended as a people. And so earth is not gonna die. It's like, you motherfuckers is gonna die. I'm not. The earth is like, honey, I know how to regenerate through all spaces and stages of time. It's you mofos that don't know how to act. It's y'all that don't understand your responsibility and your place here. And so earth is like, okay, bet. You wanna keep on doing, you wanna keep on keeping on, okay. Because no matter flood, no matter fire, no matter hailstorm, the earth is still gonna be here. If you notice in all the stories about the civilizations that came before us, honey, earth is still here. Still here. Think about the Egyptians, the dinosaurs, those giants. You know what I mean? Like, think about the Romans, the Greeks, all these different stages of time that done happened. Earth's still here. All these people done died, but earth is still here. So that should go to show you that nature wins, honey. Nature wins. Period. It wins. It's going to continue to win. And so if things are not in a natural balance, things are going to start to die. Because earth is like, baby, I'm not going to die. We're going to have to get, like, y'all, something else going to have to die. I don't die. That's not what I do. So, with that being said, people are going to start crashing out. And what I mean by that is people are going to start losing their shit. They're going to be transferring of wealth because people that have money don't know how to act. They think that they have a right to be abusive and corrupt and do all of these things behind the scenes, and think they still supposed to have money. They live in a false reality. Like that's the sad thing about money, that money can create. You really can create false realities when you're on mind. Like as Sean Combs, as long as he had his money, he could get away with shit. And I mean, he ain't broke, but he will be by the time all this shit's over. But I'm saying, as long as he had enough money to make shit go away, he could, that's what rich people do. They sell shit out of court. And dust it away like it never happened. But we, everyday people, have to continue to live with whatever happened to us. And try to begin again. probably going through some serious mental health issues. If you're not coming out, you're not getting proper sunlight, you're not eating because they said he wasn't eating because he's scared he's gonna be poisoned. He's not coming out his cells, he's not engaging with nobody. He's probably fearing for his life because he do got money, so he probably a target. It is just probably he is probably losing his shit. He done been denied bail 3 times. He is in there losing his shit. No different than the same pain that you inflicted on numerous of people. Probably people that'll never come out and say what you did to them. So people are gonna start crashing out. They're gonna start losing their mind. They're gonna like I just seen this morning. Somebody ran over people at a New Year's Eve parade in New Orleans. That was a ritual. That was a ritual, darling. And they said 10 people got killed and 30 people got injured. Like people look at the dude that killed the United Healthcare man. That's what I'm saying. Like people are losing their shit. People are just they not caring no more. They who was it? They shot Trump. What was that? 2 assassination attempts. I mean, people just like, you know what, bitch? Listen, yeah, the jobs ain't paying what they used to. Food high as hell. I can't get ahead in life. I might as well do something reckless. I ain't got nothing to lose. I ain't got nothing. I think Cat Williams said last year was a year of truth that a lot of people would be exposed. I think that was just the first wave too. Cause now we got the new thing with New York. New York. Let me put my shit up real quick because for some reason, honey, there is this weird ass bitch that insists on stalking me every day, honey. She gets calls of when to come outside. Like literally stalks me every single fucking day. Every day. So, and it's weird. It just gets weird, honey. Like I don't know if they want me to be afraid or no. It's just weird. You're showing your mental illness. You're just showing your mental illness, darling. That's all. I'm gonna go over here and be in my own damn space. She already did that shit this morning. I'm like, Lord have mercy. Just go on over here. Sit in my little corner. Because everybody gets group chats of when I'm here and when I leave and when I come back and when I'm walking upstairs and when I'm coming down the hallway. So, you know, like I said, let the crash out begin. People are losing their shit. Like, especially people, if they can't get a response out of you, if you're not acting in the way that they want you to act, if you are not responding to their abuse in the way they feel like you should, because they need for you to look like you're the antagonist, you're the person in the wrong, but somehow it always ends up backfiring in front of their fucking face. It's hilarious. It's hilarious. It is hilarious to see how when people try to go out of their way to try to cause problems in your life and then it just backfires in their face. And when they won't just take the message, they won't take the heat, they won't just stop, they won't just move on with their life. They don't, no, I have to keep going. I have to prove a point. I have to be, okay. The year of the crash out, like I said. Like I said, the year of the crash out. They'll wake up with a subpoena and be like, oh my God, what happened? Subpoena? What do you mean? Subpoena? I can go to jail for that? Yeah. You're going. Not just I can. You are going. You're going. You're going. And I'll just be sitting there like, I never knew. I never knew. I never knew I could, actually get caught. You didn't know. Shut up. There's gonna be a lot more people that's going this like even here at this shelter. Like I see so many people with mental illness, man. Like severe, man. I ain't just talking about like anxiety or depression. I'm talking about severe mental illness, like bipolar, schizophrenic, like untreated, undiagnosed madness. Like, what in the fuck is wrong with you? All right, the tactics and the games people try to play psychologically to try to tamper with your free will, to try to tamper with your sexuality, to try to tamper with your mind. Like, oh, if I continue to get men to abuse her or, put her in fearful situations with men, she'll hate men and turn gay. Like, what? See, that's the beautiful thing about understanding your enemy. You understand that their tactics is usually based on their own issue. That's what I've come to realize. So a lot of the things that happen to me where I am ambushed by lesbians is because I have a previous partner. And one of my partners, this person I used to know, that really wants to be a woman. And so he has decided to copy me because he literally believes he's me in his own mind. He wants to be a woman so bad. And I'm like, dude, first of all, you are ugly than a motherfucker. Like, you couldn't even pretend to be yourself, nigga. Like, let alone pretending to be a woman. Like, you never got women like that. So what makes you think you actually, like, oh my God. So I'm going to pretend to be a woman because I'm too scared to be gay out loud. I'm too scared to live in my truth. That's why I traffic women. That's why I abuse women. That's why I am, in his mind, this is his thoughts. Let's get this thing clear on that shit. These are his thoughts. I'm kind of caught up in this chicken. I don't know if I put a gunshot or a firecracker. It's Texas though. It might be a gunshot. But yeah, that's what happens when you're dealing with mental illness. People that do not know themselves. So I went did my clothes today. Now my shit coming up missing. And that lady Vivian that left, she told me, she said, homegirl be stealing. And I believe it. And they like steal, you stealing people's bras and shit. Like, you're fucking, that's what I'm saying. These hoes be weird. I'm not stealing, period. I just feel like I'm too fine for that. I'm just not. And the lady across from me, she could call down to her worker. She just got some new clothes, and that girl went in her bag and shit while she wasn't there and stole her shit. Like, I'm just saying, like, it's crazy. And homegirl said, you can't even leave out hand soap or nothing because she said homegirl will steal your shit. And I totally believe it. And so whenever she tries to get attention or cause problems or whatever, you can tell because it's just like, in my opinion, they both whack jobs. Because it's like the one lady, she got lupus and shit, and she older. And old people don't really like young people, especially if they have not taken care of themselves or they sick or they in a bad. Same thing that happened with my dad. When old people get old and they sick and they around young people that still vibrant and still got life ahead of them, that still can get out and move and go and have and do and be, they don't like that shit. So they'll give you bad advice. They'll sabotage you. They'll give you the evil eye. They'll make little slick remarks and shit because they'll think because they old that they can get away with it. And so that's why I just had to go ahead and distance myself. I'm like, nah, I'm not talking to you because you like, you can tell when people just sit in their bed and just watch you. That's what these hoes do here. They sit here and just stare at you. Like, I was sitting there eating breakfast. That's why I stopped eating breakfast. Because bitches would just be sitting there. I look to my left and there's a whole table full of people just sitting there staring at me, watching me eat. Like, weird shit. Like, this is broke hoe shit. You broke, bitch. You're broke. You're broken and you are broke. Because ain't no way I'm sitting here watching somebody else eat. You're weird. These bitches is weird, man. That's why I don't go in there. I don't go into that cafeteria. I don't like that place. Shit. And then when things don't go people way, that's when they start crashing out. You don't respond how they want you to respond. And so the other day she tried some slick shit and tried to go tell staff and tried to go live. Thought they was gonna come in and check me. I handle that shit real professionally because that's who I am. I'm a professional at all times. Considering the cameras is always rolling. Hunger, one of the staff, I said, you came in here and you completely took her side of the story and you didn't ask me anything. You said, well, if this continues to be an issue, now I'm going to have to write people up. Okay, but you didn't ask me anything. You clearly took her side and didn't ask anything that was going on in here. Well, you're not going to tell me how to do my job. First of all, no one's telling you how to do your job. I'm sitting here making a statement. Somebody went downstairs and told you something and you didn't ask me anything. You're sitting here saying that you're going to have to write people up, but you're going to have to define why. If you threaten to write me up, you need to define why. You need to explain that to yourself. You're going to have to, they don't like that shit. Don't come in here with the bass in your voice trying to threaten me if you don't have all the information. That's the same shit I told that bitch at Father Joe's when they wanted to argue about the disability shower and shit. So I think they'll be documented and college and third. But people don't ever want to ask you what's going on. They just want to just come tell you something because they want to boss you around. They want to feel superior. Bitch, you can't feel superior. Girl, you can't. You can't. You can't. You can't. You can't ever, never, nobody in this building, at this organization can ever make me feel like I'm beneath them. Never. There's not a soul here that can make me feel that way. You have to get over yourself. You hoes are dumb. And by the end of the conversation, she was like, oh, okay. Well, I'm sorry about that. Yeah. What's wrong with y'all? You don't know what's been happening. It's been beef up here even before I moved into this room. And you come up here trying to raise, have some type of authority. And it's like, wait a minute, you don't know what happened. That's what I'm saying. Like, who trains y'all to work with these people? What is wrong? Like, I don't like that lady, man. I don't like none of these hoes up here. Because none of them are genuine. And then, check this out. I sent the email to my caseworker. And she decided to send it out to everybody. She sent it out to the whole staff. She sent it. I guess she sent it out to everybody that I talked about in the email, which I don't care. What you gonna do? What you gonna do? What can you do? What can you do? What can you do, darling? What can you do? It's sad. Like, these people are lost. And that's what I noticed. Like, all of these shelters that I've had to stay at, these people are lost souls, man. The people that work here, the people that live here. And they're all just running around in circles, all under spells. It's only about 2-3 people at the top that know what's going on. Everybody else just sitting around, looking around, just twiddling their thumbs. As long as they don't have to deal with it, they don't really care. If they don't really have to deal with the people, then they don't really care. So I just taking a stride. Well, like I say, crashing out. People just gonna start losing their shit. They're gonna just, they're not gonna make it, man. It's gonna be more random acts of violence. It's gonna be more abuse. It's gonna be more hatred. It's just people don't want to be held accountable. People don't want to change. People don't want to grow. They don't want to evolve. They don't want to do better. They hate the system. They hate the government. Everything is everybody else's fault. But meanwhile, back at the ranch, I see a lot of people living a good life. I see people doing well every day. I see people, living out their dreams. That's why I try my best I don't talk to people because I don't want to hear that shit. If you're not talking about things that are uplifting or supportive or, inspiring, I'm not finna talk to you. And honey, I can tell by the way you treat yourself, the way you carry yourself, we wouldn't be friends. We couldn't be friends, man. You would always be mad at me. You would always be mad because, like, damn, every time I talk to her, she doing this and she doing that. That's what happened before. You gotta understand, like, I've already had bad friends who tried to kill me, man. So I can't afford to be friends with people who I know from the jump don't like me. I can't afford to work jobs that I know are just going to be another repeat of the past. That's not going to pay me enough. That's going to overwork me and abuse me. So it's not me being cautious. It's not me, being too rigorous or too hard. You expect too much or you think you better. No, bitch, I've almost been taken up out of here. I've almost lost my life more than once from people who are actively still trying to kill me. It ain't over. Like, you think they done plotting? You think they ain't? Do you really think that they gonna let this go? They're still waking up every day trying to figure out how can we get over, how can we get out of this situation, how can we make this look like somebody else's fault, how can we? When you just sat up here and almost died, man, you don't move the same. No, I'm not gonna hang with you. No, we cannot be friends. No, you can't have my fucking number. You motherfuckers want to get mad, how dare you not go out of you? No. So you've been through what I've been through and been betrayed the way I have, honey. You ain't gonna never understand why I move the way I move. When your own parents sell you out, honey, that's a different type. That's a new low, baby. So as I continue to go through my healing process and take care of myself, honey, I can't keep praying to God to remove people from my life that's no good for me when I keep letting them in. I can't keep starting up relationships with people and I know that they're not in my best interest, that they don't like me. You gotta recognize the hate, baby. Even if it comes with a smile, you have to recognize the hate. Even if they're in positions to help you and advocate for you, you gotta recognize the hate. Ooh. You gotta recognize the hate. And that's why they mad, as that girl say on YouTube. And that's why they're mad. Because you were able to see these people for exactly who they are. And that this is why the crash out is going to happen. And people aren't going to be able to lie anymore. These games are not going to be able to work. People are waking up every day. The smear campaigns, the lies, the trauma, the abuse, the negativity. People just cannot take it anymore. The world cannot take anymore. The days of being able to get paid off of negativity, that shit is dying. Nobody cares. Nobody cares about the abuse and the negativity. The days of being able to do dumb shit and get paid for it, because people are not buying into it. And we are tired. And life is whooping our ass right now. And if you don't shape up and get your shit together, you about to ship out permanently. And that is the truth. A lot of shit is about to just start dying. Like, because it's just people don't have the money to spend anymore. I think people are understanding the importance of their salvation. And it's not just about Christianity. It's just about understanding, like, how am I living? Like, what am I consuming? Why am I spending my time doing this? Why am I online every day? Do I really need to do this? Does this really add value to my life? Even if I can make good money off of it, do I really need to do it? Does it make me a better person? Does it take up too much of my time? You ask like them serious questions, man, that people don't always take the time to ask. That's why I don't worry about a lot of stuff, because I know that I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. And even if I leave here today, honey, I know who I serve. And I know I have lived my life right to the best of my ability. So I don't worry about the unforeseen things, because if it's just time for you to go, it's time for you to go. So I don't care about no groups or no gang stalkers or none of that shit, nigga. If I leave right now, bitch, it's like, okay, she give me a good 40. It's been a good 40, baby. But I'm just saying, like, people are losing their way, man, because they done lost their divinity. We have gotten so caught up in capitalism and materially all the isms, honey. We have lost our way as a people. We've forgotten our humanity. And so that's why I'm saying, like, this is the age of Aquarius, where we are gonna have to learn how to get along. We're gonna have to learn how to deal with one another. We're gonna have to learn how to speak to one another and be considerate and caring and kind. We're gonna have to learn how to do that again. Because I got a feeling when the dollar drops, when the money ain't worth shit no more, we're gonna have to learn how to build houses. We're gonna have to, hey, you know how to do hair. I know how to make clothes. You're gonna have to go back to the barter system, because if the money ain't worth shit and don't nobody want to deal with America because we burnt so many bridges, hello. We robbed a lot of people. We've done a lot of snake shit. Not we, but we. Because we voted for the motherfuckers. Not me, but y'all. Okay. We're gonna all have to collectively deal with the repercussions of our behaviors and things that have happened. So that means collectively we are going to have to get our shit together. We are going to have to rise, and if you don't want to rise, honey, you are going to crash out. If you don't get with the program and learn new skills and advance yourself, you're going to crash out because you're not going to be able to make the money you used to make. Even for me as a 4-year-old woman, hey, listen, if I need to learn AI and chat GPT and all that shit, well, damn it, let me sit down and get a book. I'm not going to complain about the system and the way things have changed and shit ain't fair. Nope, you just got to learn something new. It requires you to change. Life is changing, it's evolving. So they've been talking about this for years. They've been talking about how AI was going to wipe out 50% of the jobs. They've been talking about this for years. It's so much going on, so many changes happening, and that's what I'm saying. This is why I say I cannot afford to be friends with people that are not consciously aware of what's going on in the world. You're usually busy worried about what happened on Love and Hip Hop last night, and I'm trying to save for my damn retirement. I'm trying to figure out how the fuck I'm gonna feed myself for the next 20, 30 years. We're not on the same wave. We're not on the same wave. And it's unfortunate because there's a lot of people that look like me. And I have tried to dedicate so much of my time to try to help people and trying to help evolve them. But I have had to step back and understand the only person I can save is myself. It's not my responsibility to carry you. It's not my responsibility to save you or show you the way. My only job is to love myself, take care of myself, and do what I know to be right in the eyes of the God that I serve. And that's it. So, with that being said, don't crash out, honey. You know, figure out what's wrong in your life, figure out what changes you need to make, reevaluate yourself, your situation, your circumstances. Ask yourself how you can be better, how you can do more, how can you evolve as an individual, not just for you, but your family as well as your community. It's not just about you, because as you grow and you evolve as a person, it's more about how you can serve those around you, and that's something that I've had to learn. Like, as much as we think about life is mine, it is, but it's not, because eventually as you grow and expand, even if you don't have no money, it becomes more about service, and that's where the responsibility shifts. It sucks sometimes because you just, it's like, why do I worry about all these people? You know, deal with all that. I think there are boundaries that can be set, but I would tell anybody I'm not quite done with it yet, but it's really, really good. John C. Maxwell is a great author. He has numerous books about leadership. The one that I'm reading now is Good Leaders Ask Great Questions. And he talks about a lot of good stuff in there about, being a person of value, and how, something that I've always said about myself is that I add value. But he was like, how do you add value to other people's lives? Like, you being you, yeah, you may be a valuable person, but how do you add value to somebody else? So I guess I learned from Michelle Obama it's about, your personal development and being one and connecting with yourself. But I guess I learned from him that it's like, once you arrive to that place, like, how can you uplift the people around you? But these are people that want to be uplifted. These are people that are striving for excellence and evolution in their own life. And that's what I haven't really been able to find just yet. It's just people that understand my flow and my drive and my ambition, and don't look at it as too much, but look at it as like, damn, like, where have you been? So I'm gonna go for now. Probably come back with another one, but I do got something to say. Some other things to say, but it's another video topic. Hope everybody has a great 2025. I wish you much love, peace, prosperity, good times, all the good stuff, all the goodness in the world, honey. I hope that it finds you and holds you tight at night. I hope that you're having a great day and continue to do so. And I plan on doing the same. And until next time, peace.